ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
How has comedy, because we were having a conversation. I was thankful. I was thanking you, but I was also I'm realizing how damaged comedians are. Not that I'm just realizing that. Richard Pryor set himself on fire, so we always kind of knew something ain't quite right with the comedian. But there's a culture in comedy right now that is very toxic. Is very anti. Everything is very racist. It's very anti this, anti woman. And if you're a smart woman, because I'm noticing this, I was telling you about a comedian that I was working with, and I was like, she is so freaking talented, but nobody wants to bring her out to do these things because they're threatened, because she's smart, she's talented, she knows her worth, so she's gonna demand certain things. I'm like, this is wild that y'all won't promote this person. And you said you're having a hard time too, and I'm not surprised, which means that we have to double down when we see Ida Rodriguez or B Flat or these other comedians out here doing their thing. We have to double down. What are you getting back from these comedy clubs?
We're not getting booked as much. It's the same thing. It's everybody's like scared of the administration, which is, that's the excuse. The excuse is we don't want any problems. We're not trying to, we don't want to seem like we're doing DEI, though I haven't heard that specifically from the clubs. You can see it. It's like, these white boys that have been now are trying to walk it back, who have helped usher this into this administration, are now like, oh, this is not good. Some of them are married to people of color. Some of them are, and mind you, just because you're married to a Black person or a Latino person or Afro Boricua does not mean you're not a racist. So let's just be clear about that, because that's what some people like to hide behind. But it's been, no, I don't want to sit there. Listen, I'm with Cat Williams. When Cat Williams said, they asked him, do you think that PC culture has gone too far? Cat Williams said, no, evolve, do better. There are things they used to say back in the day that are not acceptable anymore. I don't want to hear that you want to insist on insulting somebody who's disabled. You want to insist on insulting somebody who's Black or a woman. Do better, write a better joke. Right. That's not a punchline. People are not punchlines. And, if that's part of woke culture, if that's part of cancel culture, then I'm over here with them, because what I want to do is elevate us. We got funny stories and funny things to say. And I've just been creating my own stuff. I'm just doing my own shows.
So how's your comedy change? Your book is amazing, Legitimate Kid, a memoir. We got taste of it in your comedy, but we really get to see you. And I've often looked at comedians, smart comedians, as the barometer of where we can be. When I think of George Carlin, or, as I mentioned, Richard Pryor, even before them, there was always kind of the finger on the pulse, and then I'm gonna hold up a mirror, and then I'm going to serve you yourself in comedy. What has changed in your comedy since this thing that we're in now happened?
Nothing. What's changed is the jokes, new jokes. I'm not pandering. I'm not going to switch it up. I'm not going to go to the Latino side and berate Black Americans. Like, I'm not participating in that. It's just, the jokes are going to keep going and holding people accountable. And I'm talking about the things that are uncomfortable. And I did it when it was a little more comfortable. And now is the time to do it even more, because we got to raise the level. And listen, everybody ain't going to eat McDonald's, and McDonald's is good for the people who like McDonald's, but there are some people who rather eat, a good cut of salmon or a good sea bass. And that's what we have to understand. There are two types of people who consume comedy at this point. They're the pop culture enthusiasts and then the comedy connoisseurs. And I want the comedy connoisseurs because I don't do that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to knock anybody else who does it, but we got stuff to say and stuff to talk about. And that's what I'm here for.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will